Song of the Banana Man by Evan Jones. An ode to self-acceptance and set in Portland, one of my favorite parts of the whole world. Anybody here from Portland? Just like that. Amazing. Tourist white man wiping his face met me in Golden Grove Marketplace. He looked at me all clothes brown with stain and soaked right through with the Portland rain. Cast him eye and turn up him nose. Him say, "Oh, you're a beggarman, I suppose." He says, "Boy, get some occupation. Be of some value to your nation." I said, "By God and this big right hand, you must recognize a banana man. Up in the hills where the streams are cool and mullet and janga swim in the pool, I have 10 acres of mountainside and a dainty-foot donkey that I ride. 4 gross Mitchell and 4 Lacatan, some coconut trees and some hills of yam. And I pasture on that very same land 5 she-goats and a..." There you go. That, by God, and his big right hand is the property of a banana man. I leave my yard early morning time and set my foot to the mountain climb. I bend my back to the hot sun tile and my cutlass rings on the stony soil. Plowing and weeding, digging and planting till Master Sun drop back a Jankra mountain. Then home again in the cool evening time, perhaps whistling this little rhyme. Praise God and my big right hand, I will live and die a banana man. Banana Day is my special day. I cut my stems and I'm on my way. Load up the donkey, leave the land, head down the hill to banana stand. When the truck comes round, I take a ride all the way down to the harbor side. That is the night when you, tourist man, would change your place with a banana man. Yes, by God, and my big right hand, I will live and die a banana man. The bay is calm and the moon is bright. The hills look black, for the sky is light. Down at the dock is an English ship, resting after her ocean trip. While on the pier is a monstrous hustle, tallyman carriers all in a bustle, with stems on their heads and a long black snake, some singing songs that banana man make, like, I will live and die. Then the payment comes and we have some fun. Me, Ezekiel brother, and Duppy's son. Down at the bar near United Wharf, we knock back a white rum, bust a laugh if we can climb the tax. Fill the empty bag for further tall with saltfish, breadfruit, coconut oil. Then head back home to my yard and sleep. A proper sleep that is long and deep. Yes, by God and my big right hand, I will live and die a banana man. So when you see these old clothes brown with stain and soak right through with the Portland rain, don't cast your eye nor turn up your nose. Don't judge a man by him patchy clothes. I'm a strong man, a proud man, and I'm free. Free as these mountains, free as the sea. I know myself and I know my ways, and I will sing with pride to the end of my days. Praise God, and this big right hand, I will live and die a banana man. Thank you. That was fun.
At this point, we want to officially unveil our exhibition, and I'm going to ask Dr. Carlton Davis to join me on stage. He's a special advisor to the Prime Minister and chairman of the National Library of Jamaica, and he's also the chairman of Chase. So I'm going to invite him to say a few words to unveil the exhibition. Let's welcome him.
Mr. Master of Ceremonies, Mr. Kwame Dawes, many distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, it is indeed a pleasure for me, in my capacity as chairman of the National Library Board, to join in welcoming you to this exhibition. I must express my own personal appreciation for the fine readings and some acting we have experienced this evening. I knew some of the people, of course, personally, some by reputation, some I didn't know at all, and some I didn't know they had such talents. I will take a different view of Peter Bunting from here on. I must also congratulate this important but understated institution, the National Library, for staging the exhibition. The exhibition sets as its objective to celebrate Jamaican literature in this Jubilee year by examining the writers, the books, the times, and history that helped to shape a unique literature and give voice to us as a people, to educate Jamaicans about their literary heritage, to make Jamaican literature accessible beyond the classroom, to make a connection between nationhood and literature, and to promote the work of the National Library of Jamaica in acquiring and preserving publications of national significance. The exhibition covers the period from the early years of the 20th century, and some beyond, as Kwame mentioned, to this Jubilee year. All the images in the exhibition are from the National Collection: theater programs, book jackets, newspaper clippings, excerpts from texts, etc. I had a look at them as I came early and was impressed with the cameo collection on display. All told, the exhibition reflects a side of Jamaica that as many of our citizens as possible should know something about. It has to compete, I know, to borrow words from an English poet, W.H. Auden, with the importance and noise of other things which will be on show during the Jamaica 50 celebrations. But I hope some time will be spent on this one. In respect of one area of our literature, theater, I hope that what is on display will demonstrate beyond any misgivings the famous Anglo-Irish playwright George Bernard Shaw may have had while on a visit to the island about 100 years ago as a guest of his fellow Fabian socialist, the governor, Sir Sidney Oliver, when he was quoted as saying, "For unless you do your own acting and wrote your own plays, your theater will be of no use. It will, in fact, vulgarize and degrade you." And I hope we have demonstrated otherwise, and I'm sure we have. Finally, I trust I am not being too optimistic to hope that this exhibition will in some small way serve as a stimulant to Jamaicans to read more about our own literature, but also other literatures. It is not at all flattering that 95% of our local book market has to do with textbooks. Our educators from basic schools right through to the universities might want to find out why, despite in relative terms far more are being exposed to education than in the past, we read so little. As I said recently in a meeting, reading is important, not only as an aesthetic, but has much practical value, as my own personal experience has demonstrated time and again in my own work. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to unveil this exhibition, and I wish for it every success. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Davis. And really, you should get a chance to check it out. You can always come back and look at it, of course, when it's lighter. Just a few more things, and then, I think we're doing very well. Are you enjoying yourself? Fantastic. It's nice. Very, very nice. You know, nice little vibe and everything. Little story and thing. I'm going to read a little excerpt from a little story here, which is part of an anthology called Kingston Noir. It's a celebration of, well, celebration. It's a series of, a collection edited by Colin Channer. This is a piece called My Lord, and I'm just going to read a little bit of it, and then afterwards we'll hear another piece from that publication. This is a first-person piece, and the man who is talking is a man called Mr. Brown, okay? When Cynthia Alvaranga came to my office that first time, she wasn't coming to see me. She wasn't coming to hire me. She was coming to see Dolores. See, that was around the time when Dolores decided to start her dressmaking business. It was Dolores' idea to set up the place, what she called a one-stop shop. You know, dressmaking, wedding planning, detective agency, one-stop shop. She said that is how they're doing things in America now. Well, I never hear of it, but it makes sense to me. So it was her idea, not mine. She said to me that if I did that, I could start to branch out to more things. Handyman finder. If you can find people, you can find a man to fix anything quicker than most people. Rent a house finder, that kind of thing. And she wanted to start a dressmaking place near me, but wasn't ready yet. But said it was a good way to start a business mentality. And when a couple go into business partnership and work together, she said, it strengthened their marriage. Well, if you ask me, you know, she just wanted to keep her eye on me. You know, woman. Be that as it may, our place was at the corner of the plaza, and my glass door was nicely shaded by a big, pretty flamboyant tree. The people who used to have the place before us had what they call a gourmet Jamaican restaurant, a place named Niamey, that some Dutch couple used to own. It never worked out. The woman find a Rasta man and run away to Portland. So the man pack up and go back to Europe with the children. Well, I get it cheap. Tragedy can be a blessing. The way my office set up, you know, it's hard for me to not see who coming in, even if they are not coming to me. You see, I work in a cubicle one side of the office, which used to be the manager office for the restaurant, I think, anyway. But in fact, it's not really a cubicle because cubicle make it sound like it's small. My door is open most of the time, so I can see when people coming into the office, and when the front door open, a buzzer go off, so I can be ready for anything. Dolores' working area was around the back where the kitchen used to be. It's a big space, and she have machine and 2 big cutting table and whole heap of mannequin and that kind of thing in there. She keep bolt of cloth in there too, and she have a rusty fridge and restaurant grade stove so she can cook for us sometimes. Be that as it may, Cynthia Alvaranga come in around 2 o'clock, so the place still smelling of oxtail and butter beans from our lunch. I see her hesitate at the door, but maybe it was me who hesitated. Maybe it was my head that hesitated, because I still remember that what I saw was a tall woman, a strong woman, a dark, beautiful woman who I could tell must have been some kind of athlete, because her body moved under that thing Dolores liked to call A-line frock, like a machine. Her face had that clean, fresh look, no makeup, eyelash thick and long, lips full and pouting, and her eyes looked so tired, so sad, so broken down. Normally for me, what I look for is a weakness in a woman, a flaw, a thing that can make me feel sorry for her. That is why fat woman was always my target when I was misbehaving, you know. And it's not because me fat too, you know. Most of the PI I know are fat like me, but they got fat recently, you know. I was always fat, and my fat is a fit kind of fat. I carry fat well. Them it's like they wear their clothes tight because they don't know they're a fat. For instance, they like to wear their shirt tucked in, so their belly is always hanging over. And guess what? They feel they're looking neat because they always used to wear their shirt in their pants from when them never had a belly. Me, from I was in technical school, I was wearing my shirt out of my pants to hide my belly. So I know how to dress like a fat man. Yes, I am a fat man, but don't sorry for me. in Jamaica, a woman like a big man, you know, she can see he's prosperous and that he can be in charge. People call you boss before they even know who you are. Big man, boss, officer, king, and my favorite, my lord. When a woman call you my lord, that is a sweetness. Be that as it may, fat woman used to be my target. Though sometimes it's not just the fat. Sometimes it might be something else, you know. As I said, my secret is to find something in a woman. A limp, a sickness, something she ashamed of, a secret, you know, some nastiness in her life. When I can find that, maybe it makes me feel superior. But mostly, it makes me feel that I can do something for her and that she will appreciate. And that is how they come to love me. And that is how I make a move. Now, I could see that Cynthia had a tiredness hanging over her. The expensive darkers on her forehead. Don't fool me, yeah? She was wearing nice things. She even had a Prada bag in her hand. But the things had an oldness and a beat-up quality to them. So I know she was a woman in distress. And I began to think, I wonder what she wants from me. But it wasn't me she come from. It was Dolores. She came about a dress. Well, I just happened to be the person she saw, though I still wonder about that sometimes. The dressmaker is in here. This is the first thing she said. She was standing at the door to my office. I had buzzed her inside. She's staring into my face like she was looking for something. Hard, high cheekbone, almond-shaped eye, and a small mole by her right temple. 1 second I register it as a flaw, next second I change my mind. Her hair cut low and neat and shining with oil. I wanted to just touch it. Feel how it feel in my palm. yeah, she in the back, I said. Then I shouted, Dolores, customer. She walked by, and I wait for a second, and then I stand up and walk to my door to see her from the back. Lord, what I thought I saw to be beautiful from the front was a joke. Talk about thighs and bottom. Firm, lift up, Savior. I had to step back into my office because the way I was looking at her, I felt dirty, like I was violating her with my eyes. No, I didn't want to do that, no. So I stay inside my office and blank out every other sound and listen. She wanted a dress, black. It is for a funeral. I want it to be nice, stylish. Then I wanted to make the same exact one, but this time for an 11-year-old girl. Her voice tell me she went to a good high school, but I couldn't tell anything else. I know she wasn't a Stony Hills money woman. This woman was like me and Dolores, poor but with education, and she must have worked in a nice office or something. Or maybe she was one of those women who went to America on sports scholarship. Show you how I good now. On every one of those things, come to find out later, it turned out I was right. St. Diego High School, sprinter, 1, 2, and hurdles. I even know her name. I remembered her name from Champs. Yeah, man. Had seen her from the stands, but never up close. Even see her run for Jamaica a couple of times a few years back. A vague memory came to me about how she got injured or something like that. That's why she never made it big. Maybe I just fit in that part in now. Yeah. But she was a big name in high school for sure. Career done early. Promise for a while. A muscle tear, a bone fracture, break. The promise, and that was that. But be that as it may, as I was leaning back in my chair with my hands across behind my head and listening, I began to wonder who died. Same time I hear Dolores say, sorry for your loss, my condolences. And then Cynthia, like she answering me to say, no one has died yet. This is for us. This is to bury me and my girl. If you want to hear the rest, buy the book. Yeah, man. That's the man, Mr. Brown. Dangerous fellow. I'm going to invite Winsome Hudson, and she's going to be joined by the wonderful and talented Amina Blackwood-Meeks. And they're going to read an excerpt from a story called One Girl Halfway Tree Concert by Marcia Douglas. So let's welcome them and give a big, big hand to Winsome Hudson, Director of the National Library of Jamaica. Let's hear it for them.
Thank you, Kwame. Good evening, everybody. Congratulations to everybody who has put this together. All right, so we're reading Marcia Douglas, One Girl Halfway Tree Concert. Kingston, full of them, but this one take the cake. Short shorts and a silver kitchen knife to rot it. People call her mad, but before that, them used to call her dance hall queen. And before that, she was Mrs. Anderson's daughter. And before that, somebody did leave her in the trash of Premier Plaza. It's Patsy she name. 1 week now she's standing here with a knife in her hand, right across from the clock tower in the middle of the 4-direction square. Traffic back up and people full up the street, but she don't look neither left nor right. She just watch the door at the foot of the clock, and she don't talk neither, except miggle there. Every 12 o'clock, to no one in particular. Yesterday, here are, watch me and them. My feet will never have enough. And she laugh one long forever laugh and fling back her head. Then get all quiet and gone back deep, deep in herself. Thank you. Whole time she just rubbing her finger along the edge of the blade. Today now, it's like she pick up her thought from the day before. Here are. Trust me. There's more to me than this badass weave. After that, she tug up the zip on her boots and watch back the clock. The door locked with the padlock and marked with 4 letters. N-O-I-Z. The sky over halfway tree, vexed with electric wire. Hungry birds all around. We are the children of Jaja. Don't let Babylon catch ya. Is a 1-foot dread outside the electronic shop on the other side of the street. Himself cell phone cover and brassiere and panty, pink nylon that smell like ganja. People say Patsy waiting for a DJ to step out of the clock. A man with a razor sweet mouth who will kiss her up and make her put down the knife all slow. That's what she waiting for. Them say. Some of them say she waiting for the Governor General to step out. She did have a baby for him. Them say. People say all plenty things. Let them talk. Them don't know nothing. Maybe it's all Jesus Christ she waiting for. Or weave long and black like John Crow tail feather. Maybe it's dopey she waiting for too. Let them talk. We are kings and queens here. The daughters need my brassiere. The dread tapping him 1 foot. Tuesday, 12 o'clock. Here are. Run the tune. Nobody don't hardly notice. She say it's small, like she talking to the door. She look bad now. Her weave don't comb, and her centipede eyelashes soon fall off. Run the tune, she say again, this time louder. 1 centipede fall, and she don't even blink. She just watching the door. Run the tune. Her voice filled with barbed wire and coral weed. Play her the dance hall, people say. No, it's roots cure she need, some say. Everybody think them know what Patsy need. Maybe it's all here diggle diggle she want. Our number 386 in the Sankey hymnal. It's a halfway tree tune clash.
Long time before the clock built there was a cotton tree on the same spot, a big slave time tree, right where the clock tower was standing. That tree knew every historyness. An English soldier killed a boy under it one time. The boy spit on the ground and the spit catch the soldier's boots, and that's how the fight started. And years later, an old woman dead under it. She dead with a farthing in one shoe and a free paper in the other. She walked from Trelawney to St. Andrew and was so tired. She just lay down and dead. For there is a tiredness so deep it can kill. A tiredness that traces straight back through your blood to a far off shore.
Nighttime. Patsy sleep not far from the clock in Mandela Park. Rats in the park, big as puss. She curl up on the concrete with 2 crocus bag. She's not a fool. If any man bother her, she say, I am HIV positive, I am HIV positive, I am HIV positive. Over and over. As soon as daylight, she gone back to watch the clock. Mrs. Anderson live in Canada and have relatives in Buff Bay. But them don't want anything to do with Patsy. Them write letter to Mrs. Anderson that are safe from the trash daughter standing up in front the clock at halfway tree. Last July, Patsy come home late one night from party with wildness in her eye. My feet is all she say. And from that she not herself. But Mrs. Anderson can't do anything. She have Parkinson's and live in a government housing with her niece. I a witness. This one for the Empress. Dread business going good today. Hotness is a gift. Only one person bother with Patsy. A high school girl that cross the street sometime and leave a patty or a box drinks. Patsy don't even look upon it. But when night come, she take it. The girl leave a shoulder bag with a box of tampons in it. And every day now, Patsy sport the bag on her shoulder. It's a nice bag too. Shine black with a silver buckle. The girl just leave things quick and walk off. Don't even look back. A bow-leg girl, Merle Grove High School, with her backpack and cornrow here. Wednesday, 12 o'clock. Here, Patsy. I dance for them on the ship. 1792. She don't say it to nobody special, but she's still watching the door.
They say the ancestor tree was silk cotton, one massive trunk so big you could keep session in it. Still, the only thing cotton would use for is canoe and cricket bat and coffin. But the roots, them travel far, far underground, down and across. People don't know it, but it's only the grace of God and the leftover roots holding up halfway tree. After all this time, these roots still span under the earth, clear to York Pharmacy and the Tasty's Patty Shop. They even travel below Hope Road, deep under the bus stop and the school children's feet. These roots suck plenty spill blood and cares of life tears. Watch yourself, people. One day, sorrow ground will cry out.
Thursday, Here, Patsy. They made me do it. Rain falling in half a tree, and she don't have no umbrella. The rain coming down, coming down. She hold the bag closed, but water fill up her boots. Rain a fall, breeze a blow, Jaja call us way down low. The dread laugh and open him mouth to let the rain fall inside. Every drop of Jaja water numbered. The bra and panties covered with plastic. Friday sun hot. Here are. I wheel and dance, for I think they would free me. The street busy with buses and cars and police. Public works employees on strike. A roadblock on Hagley Park Road. An evangelist preaching dirty hell. None of that bother Patsy. Our eyes on the door like his Zion gate. Saturday, here are. The white man pull a ostrich feather out him hat and put it in my hair. That's why I know I can't fly home. People say Patsy waiting for Bob Marley to come out of the clock. When Prophet Bob come, she will take it as a sign to cut off the weave and turn Rasta. But Bob will hold up